Let's move to the another topic of this chapter, working of institution. Now the point is that in the previous lecture we have discussed about that who is just taken the all decision, and when we take the decision we have to issue the office order, which is known as office memorandum. We also discuss about the decision maker in a democratic system. We also explain that all the elected representative or the member of the parliament are responsible to take any decision in the reference of India. Now today we are going to discuss about that why we need all these institutions. हमें इस तरीके की इंस्टीट्यूशन की आवश्यकता क्यों है, और जो इंस्टीट्यूशन जो पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशंस होते हैं इनकी हमें आवश्यकता क्यों है. Political institution means that basically all the political representative are sitting here there. So today's lecture is just related that why we need a political institution. हमें political institution की आवश्यकता क्यों है. So let's discuss. There are few points are given in this regard. There is a slide. मेरे just पीछे ही एक slide चल रही है. You can just find out that what the things are given here, जो भी इसमें चीज़ें दी गई हैं, and you can check out. We have included the so many examples that prove that why we need the political institutions. So let's take the few examples of this topic. Number one, democratic country like India, all major decisions are taken by parliament. Most of the decisions are taken by the parliament, which is the body of elected representatives. जो parliament होती है, it is a just we can say that the body of elected representative. Either you talk about Lok Sabha plus राज्य सभा, इन सबको मिलाकर के ये हमारा होता है पार्लियामेंट. There are some political executive also is the part of this parliament, but all the decisions are taken by the elected representatives, or we can say that the parliament, which is the house of the elected representative, जो elected representative का house है. In a country, all bills become law when they are passed by parliament or majority vote. Suppose that any bill are introduced by the central government. The bill तब तक कानून नहीं बनेगा till then it is not passed by the both the houses. First of all, the government have to introduce the bill in Lok Sabha, then it is introduced in Rajya Sabha, or first government can introduce in Rajya Sabha then Lok Sabha. And in both the houses the bill must be passed by 2/3 majority, and if the bill is passed by 2/3 majority, that bill become the law, and every state government, every central government institutions, peoples of India have to just follow that law. सीधी सी बात है, कोई भी लॉ तब तक, कोई भी बिल तब तक कानून नहीं बनता है जब तक कि वो पार्लियामेंट से पास ना हो जाए. इन दिस चैप्टर, डेमोक्रेटिक ऑर्डर रिगार्डिंग द रिजर्वेशन सीट, शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब आर टेकन एग्जाम्पल टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ इज ए मेजर डिसीजन आर टेकन बाय द गवर्नमेंट. When the any elected government is just elected, in front of the elected government there are so many issues. Issues are not unknown. They are the issues which are included by the political party in their manifesto while fighting the election. जब भी कोई political party चुनाव में उतरती है, they have some promises with the population of India. These promises are included in the election manifesto. Election manifesto is known as चुनावी घोषणा पत्र, and whatever the recommendation, whatever the promises they have did with the peoples during the election, this is the responsibility of the government to fulfill all these things. So to fulfill all these things, sometime they have to introduce the bill, sometime they have to introduce some other thing like the reservation of SCs, reservation of ST, reservation of OBCs, and the 10% reservation of general category, those who are comes in the category of EWS, economically weaker section. So there are so many decisions the government have to take, and every decision, every bill have to introduce in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and if it is passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then it is sent to the president, and the president, sorry, parliament. If this is the combination of the parliament, if the bill is passed from the Lok Sabha then Rajya Sabha, then it is sent to the president. President देश के राष्ट्रपति के पास भेजा जाता है, and the president have to put their signature. If the president is agree with the bill, he is happily put their signature, and that bill become the law of the nation. There is a one point also in this regard. Suppose that any bill introduced by the central government in Lok Sabha, the bill is passed, then it is introduced in the Rajya Sabha, it is also passed, then it is sent to the president. If the president feel that there are some space of the improvement in this bill, president उस बिल को लौटा सकता है, उसको वापस कर देता है. After that the government also do some changes or not. Sometime they do some changes, or sometime as it is they just send to the president. Then the president have to put their signature. If the government, एक इसमें एक क्लोज हो रहा है बच्चों कि अगर कोई भी कानून जो प्रेसिडेंट के पास भेजा गया है, इफ द प्रेसिडेंट डू नॉट पुट देयर सिग्नेचर विद इन 14 डेज, अगर 14 दिन के अंदर उस पर सिग्नेचर नहीं होते हैं तो वो अपने आप ही कानून मान लिया जाता है. हालांकि ऐसे एग्जाम्पल देखने को नहीं मिले हैं. देयर इज ए कोऑर्डिनेशन बिटवीन द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एट द प्रेसिडेंट, एंड इट ऑलवेज हैपन्स दैट की प्रेसिडेंट इज ऑलवेज फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट साइड. मैं ये ऐसे ही नहीं कह रहा हूं, ज्यादातर मेजोरिटी में ऐसे ही होता है कि मुख्य तौर पर जिस पार्टी की, जिस पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की सरकार होती है, उसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का समर्थित उम्मीदवार बिकम द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. देयर आर फ्यू एग्जांपल्स ओनली व्हेन द decision of the president are taken on the basis of vote. There is a process of the election of the president in which the member of Lok Sabha, member of Rajya Sabha and member of state assemblies and union territories also participated in the president election. Sorry, this is the another issues. ये another issues है. But this is very important chapter that in which we will discuss. There are so many things. So all the decisions are taken by the government. They have to introduce in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. There are few examples are included in this paragraph. So I would like to take each and every example one by one. First of all, in 1979, Government of India had appointed the committee under BP Mandal. एक BP मंडल कमेटी बनी, determined the criteria to identify social and economically backward class. It was also interested with the task of suggest that ways of means improve the socio-economic conditions. There is in 1979 there is a commission of the BP Mandal Commission was set up. The main task of the BP Mandal Commission to check out the economic and social conditions of the backward classes. जो हमारी backward classes होती हैं बच्चों, one is that general category, second is OBC, SC, ST. General, OBC, other backward classes इसको बोलते हैं. So the Mandal Commission has been set up to just check out the situation or the conditions of the backward classes. उनकी economic and social condition क्या है उसको चेक करने के लिए बीपी मंडल कमीशन बनाया गया. द बीपी मंडल कमीशन हैव गिव देयर सम सजेशन टू द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को कुछ सजेशन दिए गए बीपी मंडल के द्वारा. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस दैट कि व्हाट सजेशन दे हैव गिवन. वन ऑफ द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द मंडल कमीशन वाज रिजर्व 27% सीट फॉर द पीपल of socio-economic backward class and government institution in the government jobs. यानी कि 27% आरक्षण की इन्होंने बात की, स्पेशली सोशल इकोनॉमिक बैकवर्ड क्लासेस, जो ओबीसी क्लासेस है उसको 27% आरक्षण की बात दे हैव जस्ट गिवन और दे हैव गिव देयर सजेशन. Still, the recommendations of BP Mandal Commission not introduced, not implemented in India. When the Janata Dal formed the government in center in 1989, 1989 में जनता दल की सरकार बनी and Mr. VP Singh become the Prime Minister of India. Vishwanath Pratap Singh become the Prime Minister of India. And the President of India announced the intention of the government to implement the recommendation of Mandal Commission. And President of India that time, after the discussion with the Vishwanath Pratap Singh, they have announced that very soon they will implement the recommendation of BP Mandal Commission. And if we are implement the recommendation of BP Mandal Commission, it will help to improve the social and economic condition of other backward classes. In 1990, central government decided to implement the recommendation of Mandal. This was communicated to both houses of the Prime Minister of India. उस समय भी नहीं हुई. 1990 में जब 1989 में वीपी सरकार बनी, they had decided, and in 1990 both the houses of the parliament like Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they also gave their recommendation that whatever the recommendation is given by BP Mandal for the improvement of other backward classes, it should be implemented. ये देश में implemented होनी चाहिए. The decision of the cabinet was sent to the Department of Personnel and Training in order to this effect by the department with the approval of the minister. This order was signed an official on behalf of the central government. Recommendation भेज दी गई, concerned ministers को भेजी गई, and the concerned minister also just put their signature on the recommendations of BP Mandal that these should be implemented for the other backward classes. This issue was favorably debated in newspaper and magazine and TV and radio. Protest against this order was organized in all over the country. While some people argued that order denied equality opportunity to the people, unity of there argue that order give the fair chance of the people who has been completely subjected to the person in upper caste and classes. But my dear student, I want to tell here, when 1989 VP government just come into force, the recommendation of Mandal Commission को लागू करने के लिए both the houses are agreed, and in 1990 it was signed by the concerned officer. As this implementation going to be implemented, there is a debate in the newspaper, there is a debate in the different channel, and especially those who are general category peoples, those who have raised their voice, that it can be destroy the economic conditions of the general category also. It is the unfair to the rest of the people. So whatever the commission, whatever the recommendation is given by Mandal Commission, they are not implemented, and there is a riots in 1990 1990 में इतने जबरदस्त riots हुए, and there is a, we can say there is no peaceful time of that time. वीपी सरकार गिर गई, मंडल कमीशन का विरोध हुआ, और इतना जबरदस्त विरोध हुआ कि उसमें काफी ज्यादा आर्थिक आधार पर देश को हानि उठानी पड़ी. There are another point which are also there here, like if you see, my dear student, case against the order was filed in the Supreme Court. Whatever the order have been issued by the central government, against the order of the central government, the petition was filed in Supreme Court. Supreme Court, the supreme authority to stop any decision which is issued by the central government. So there is a petition filed against the Mandal Commission. The later was examined various clauses प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो डिक्लेयर दैट ऑर्डर ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज वैलिड, ये कहा गया कि जो गवर्नमेंट का ऑर्डर है वो वैलिड है. हाउएवर द सुप्रीम कोर्ट आस्क्ड द गवर्नमेंट टू मॉडिफाई द प्रीवियस ऑर्डर excluded the rich section of the backward classes of the benefit of this reservation. The major concern of this memorandum that they have given the 27% of the reservation to the other backward classes, but there are some creamy layer in the other backward classes also. The Supreme Court have given the suggestion that you should include the rich person of the other backward classes in this memorandum. इस यहाँ से निकालेगा, they should not be benefited, वो बेनिफिटेड नहीं होने चाहिए. Hence another memorandum was drafted by the Department of Personnel and Training. दूसरा मेमोरेंडम तैयार किया गया एंड द पॉलिसी ऑफ रिजर्वेशन वाज इम्प्लीमेंटेड, और उसके बाद पॉलिसी ऑफ रिजर्वेशन उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया गया. सो नाउ देयर आर सम रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. रिजर्वेशन इज ऑलवेज गिवन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इकोनॉमिक बैकग्राउंड. देयर आर सम इश्यूज, बहुत सारे इश्यूज रहे, कुल मिलाकर वो इंप्लीमेंट हुआ. एंड नाउ the other backward classes have the 27% of reservation, but all the recommendation of the Mandal commissions are not included. Only the office memorandum have been issued related to the 27% of reservation of the other backward classes, so that they can be improved the economically and socially. We thus find in the democracy important decisions are taken the prime minister and the cabinet minister. Civil servant ensure implementation. Important policy, citizen may the cases directly in the Supreme Court against this memorandum. Decision of the Supreme Court is considerable final. चार चीजें हैं जो मैंने आपको बतानी है. सबसे पहली चीज, important decision are taken by prime minister. Important decision are taken by the prime minister after the consent of their cabinet. There is a responsibility of the executives to implement the decision, whatever the decision is taken by the prime minister and their cabinet. And if the peoples are not satisfied, they can just knock the door of the Supreme Court. And finally, the decision of the Supreme Court is considerable final. अंत में जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का डिसीजन होता है वो फाइनल होता है. Sometime the central government also put their petition with the review in front of the Supreme Court. कई बार सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जो डिसीजन होते हैं उसको रिव्यू करने के लिए भी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट फिर से अपनी पिटीशन डालती है. अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, दोज हु जस्ट लुक आफ्टर द केसेस ऑफ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के साथ वो उनकी बातचीत होती है. सो प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स, देयर कैबिनेट्स, people, if the people are not satisfied, they can go in the judiciary. At last that final decision of the judiciary or the Supreme Court is considerable final. So all these things tells us that कि we need the political institution. ये सब political institutions होते हैं जो बारीकी से हर चीज को निगाह रखते हैं. If there is no Supreme Court, if there is no judiciary, it means whatever the decision central government want to take, they can take, and the people have to follow. If there is a judiciary and we feel that the decision which is taken by the central government is not favor of the peoples, then we can put their petition in Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court have the duty or rights to just review the decision which is taken by the central government. To run a democratic system in a proper way, we need a different political institution, those who check each and every point at the different level. So this is all these things about this, why we need the political institution. Sometime the question can be come in your examination. You are not supposed to include all these points, you just include about the मंडल कमीशन रिकमेंडेशन, जिसको बाद में 1990 में पारित किया गया. उसके बाद में कुछ क्योसेस हुए, कुछ क्लैशेस हुए, बाद में सुप्रीम कोर्ट के रिकमेंडेशन के आधार पर मंडल कमीशन की कुछ सिफारिशों को, रिकमेंडेशंस को लागू किया गया. सो द क्वेश्चन कैन बी कम इन योर एग्जामिनेशन. इफ यू सी दैट द प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट कास्ट बेस्ड रिजर्वेशन, विद्रोह भी किया गया, इसका विरोध भी किया गया. देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल दोज हु आर कास्ट बेस्ड रिजर्वेशन, दे ऑलवेज raise their voice that ki reservation should be बेस्ड ऑन इकोनॉमिक बैकग्राउंड। लेकिन हिंदुस्तान में आज भी बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं बच्चों जो सामाजिक और आर्थिक आधार पर बहुत ज़्यादा नीचे हैं। उनके उत्थान के लिए, उनके डेवलपमेंट के लिए रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी शुड बी रेगुलर, अभी भी रेगुलर होनी चाहिए, अभी इसको समाप्त होने का समय नहीं है। देयर आर सो मैनी डेरिवेशन, बहुत सारा डिफरेंसेस है रिच एंड पुअर में। वी आर, दिस इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट, दोज हु आर अंडर पॉवर्टी और दोज हु आर अंडर जस्ट नियर द पॉवर्टी लाइन, उनको गरीबी रेखा से ऊपर निकालना, उनको ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर्स में इंक्लूड करना। तो ऑल दीज थिंग्स ये बहुत जरूरी है। सो टू डू ऑल दीज थिंग्स वी नीड ए पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन। पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन की हमारे इसमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा महत्व है बच्चों। सो ऑल द बेस्ट।